3 teams in the GWalk South are 5-1 to start the year. Their 3 combined losses are nothing to scoff at, though. Miamisburg lost to Wayne, ranked number 1 by the computer rankings. Springboro lost to Centerville, ranked number 2. And Xenia lost to Moeller, ranked number 3.
However, what's at stake tonight for Springboro and Xenia? It's a chance to stay atop the GWalk South standings. Win for the Bucks would go a long way towards their computer numbers and potentially the program's first ever playoff berth, but it certainly wouldn't come easy against a very talented Panthers team.
No, it would not. Lots of red, white, and blue in the Springboro student section tonight. They were standing there in the rain an hour before kickoff. Panthers looking for a fast start, but Elijah Cunningham's pass picked off by Bobo Jones. Our favorite name, the top
Bobo
22
Jones
selection. Takes it 75 yards to pay dirt, and Xenia, how about this, up 6-0 after the first quarter. Things changed in the second, though. Devin Henry, 31-yard touchdown run. Usually it's him breaking a ton of tackles. That time he's not even touched. Springboro up for the first time on the night, 7-6. That must have woken the Panthers up. Cunningham to another top 22 selection. DL, knock, who's there? 55-yard touchdown pass. That's it. Doing a lot of the work on that catch after the catch. Springboro leads 14-6. After Xenia fumbled the ensuing kickoff, Cunningham to Dustin Zimmerman, 27-yard touchdown pass. Panthers with 21 unanswered points. It's 21-6. Springboro not done there, though. After a Xenia punt, Cunningham's just on fire here, even in the rain. Zimmerman again, 16-yard touchdown pass. Panthers lead 28-6. But Xenia not quitting. A lot of push-ups for all those points. Danny Naylor to Keani Harris. 33-yard touchdown pass. Panthers still up 28-14 after a 2-point conversion. But Springboro answers right back. Cunningham, through all those touchdown passes earlier, well, this time he's just going to stay on the ground. And why not when there's that much space? No one's going to touch him. 10-yard touchdown run. Panthers led 35-14 at the half and go on to win 42-14.
It was definitely a good Xenia team. And we've had a few blowouts, and it definitely opened our eyes to see how good Xenia was, and it's going to help us down the stretch.
When we come out here and play, our team gets ready to play every night. We talk about not reacting to what happens in the game, but being ourselves. And I thought we showed what we were capable of in the second half, or the second quarter for sure.
I'm glad you picked up on the James Taylor reference. Wayne is on one of the best teams in the state, a perfect 6-0, and the Warriors have only been tested once. But all of a sudden, Fairmont is a team that's pretty intriguing, too.
Who would have thought we would have been saying this after week 1? But after they dropped those first 2 games, Firebirds won 3 in a row and then nearly this close to pulling off the biggest upset of the year against Centerville last week. But they lost that game in overtime, and the competition only got tougher this week. Top 22 selection Tyree Kittle, he had the Warriors ready to go. Wayne already with 3 shutouts in 6 games and allowing less than 8 points per contest. Warriors defensive tackle Robert Landers committed to West Virginia on Saturday, and today he was hungry. Had 3 tackles for loss on Fairmont's first 6 plays. Well, on Wayne's first play offensively, Demetric Trice screen pass to Greg Schrader, 48 yards. Easy, untouched, 7-0 Wayne. And on Fairmont's second possession, you have to see this. Kinnell making an amazing diving interception, flying in, laying out, making the play. You can see why Michigan is so excited that he's coming to play there. In the second quarter, Trice to Matt Wilcox. These two were enjoying a lot of hookups in the first half. Big pickup here, a lot of yards after catch. This would lead to a field goal. Wayne posts shutout number 4, rolling 32-0 over Fairmont.
Somewhat of a desperation game for Northmont at 3-3. Centerville trying to rebound from last week's scare, as we mentioned, against Fairmont. Centerville's ball first. Damian Pop, 14-yard run for the touchdown. They missed the extra point, so it's 6-0 Elks. Ensuing kickoff, Drew Hickman on the return for the Bolts. And how about this for a response? Somehow he gets out of that mess. Doesn't break a couple more tackles, but a couple more jukes there. And there he goes. The Bolts, that's a touchdown. The Bolts would botch the extra point as well, so that makes the game tied at 6. Still in the first quarter, Will Vance with the QB keeper. He looks like he's going to score, but tripped up just before the goal line, taken down at the 1, but no worries there. On the very next play, Vance gets in this time. Centerville touchdown puts the Elks up 13-6 at the half, but they run away with this in the second, winning 41-9.
It's the best second half they've had all year by far. Well, Miamisburg, they were looking to keep up with Springboro atop the GWalk South standings. back home for the first time in 3 weeks hosting Fairborn. Vikings were up 14-0, but the Skyhawks playing some defense. Leslin Switzer picking off Jake Schoenberger. And in the second quarter, Schoenberger passing again. You can see why Miamisburg, maybe they don't do this too often. Underthrown a bit. Brandon Easterling with the pick. Next possession, though, this is what the Vikings do best. Pounded out on the ground. Connor Ritchie finding a hole and scores. Miamisburg's up 21-0. And just before halftime, the Vikings add another. This time, a double handoff. Chris Fobbs, the Army All-American nominee. Well, he hits the edge, and he is gone. Look at that speed go. Miamisburg led 29-0 at the half. They go on to win 32-0.
Coming up next on Football Friday, the Southwestern Division of the Southwestern Buckeye League is getting very interesting. We head there next. But first, it's time for the Band Blitz with the Kenton Ridge Cougars. Welcome back to Football Friday here on Fox 45. Time now for our cheerleader shout-out. Well, things have certainly been shaken up in the Southwestern Division of the Southwestern Buckeye League this year. Bellbrook finished in second to last and went just 4-6 in 2013. But this year, the Golden Eagles are a perfect 3-0 in league play. Tonight, trying to make it 4-0 against the Franklin team, coming off a big win against Valley View last week. Another defensive battle in Bellbrook. Franklin's Evan Crow gets picked off by Bellbrook's Nick Barhorse. That's the son of our GM, Lisa. Special shout out to Nick for the pick. Later, Crow on the run and tries to launch it deep, but nothing but a flock of Golden Eagles there as it's picked off, not by Nick this time, but Michael Orbash. Later, Bellbrook with some trickery on the fake punt. Jacob Schmidt throws it to a wide open Chris Bennett for the first down. Then 2 minutes left in the half. Bellbrook finally breaks the scoreless game. Alex Fryman on the quarterback keeper to make it 6-0. Franklin tries to answer back with a shot at the end zone, but Sam Martin picks it off. Stingy defense from Bellbrook. The Golden Eagles are 4-0 in the conference with a 6-0 win. Miss any of the highlights from tonight or want to see them again? You can head to our website, fox45now.com. Click on the Football Friday tab under Sports. We'll have all the highlights from tonight's show posted here.
Well, Eric, you mentioned it. Big shakeup in the SWBL. Monroe, they went 1-9 and winless in conference play a year ago. Now the Hornets are 5-1 and atop the standings. A win tonight would mark the most wins since a 6-4 campaign in 2010. And the rain, well, it did not keep the Valley View faithful from getting pumped up before the game. But it would be Monroe hitting pay dirt first. It's Jacob Vyers. Hornets running it in from 16 yards out. First score of the game. Now we go to the second quarter. Same guy, Vyers again. This time, he's hauling in the pass from Carpenter. That's another Hornet touchdown. They're starting to pull away early in this one. Valley View gets the ball back. Clay Smith rolling out to his left, tries to thread the needle, but he's picked off by Bryson Talby. And a couple plays later, Carpenter hooking up with Levi Hancock. Hancock avoiding the tackle, gets away from some more defenders, and he finds the end zone. The Hornets, they'd missed the extra point, but they shut out Valley View 30-0.
Our scoreboard is brought to you by Castle Roofing. Time to get you caught up with some of the scores from around the area here in Week 7. We begin with Alter beating Dayton 56-20. Huge night for Nick Coleman in this one. He had 5 first-half touchdowns in this. Beaver Creek also with a big win over Springfield, 24-21. Get you some more scores here. Piqua loses at home against Greenville, 28-21, and Lebanon shuts out West Carrollton.
Well, we stay in the GWOG. Butler 39-7 over Sydney, and Trotwood probably affected by the rain a little bit. 28-0 they win over Troy.
Yeah, we saw a lot of lower scores, probably because of that rain. Greenview wins 53-6, and Triad gets the win on the road at Cedarville. Well, coming up, how about a combined 5 state championships over the past 3 years? That's pretty good. Well, those 2 schools squared off tonight. We'll show you the highlights next. Welcome back to Football Friday here on Fox 45. I'm Eric Elkin. He is James Ryder. Ignore the divisions for a second. Marion Local and Coldwater would, I know, it's hard to ignore, but
so good.
Would make a great state championship game. Over the last 3 years, the 2 teams have combined for 5 state titles.
And Coldwater's played for a state championship each of the last 5 seasons by themselves. Equally impressive, though, the last time either of these 2 teams lost, It was to each other. Marion Local has won 28 straight games. Flyers' last loss coming in 2012 to Coldwater. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers, they've reeled off 13 in a row since losing to the Flyers last year, and these are always instant classics.
This year, the two teams playing their annual MAC showdown in Maria Stein. After a Coldwater 3-and-out, the Flyers are on the move. Dustin Rethman to J.C. Guttemuller. He picks up a first down on the play, shaking his way towards the sideline, picks up that first down. Flyers go for it on fourth down. Rethman finds Ryan Bruns for the first down. A huge game changer early on in this one. Why is that? Because a few plays later, it's J.C. Guttemuller again getting the rock. He's in for the score. Flyers with a statement early on. It's 7-0. Second quarter, it's Guttemuller again. There's a reason why he was a top 22 selection. He finds the end zone, and Marion Local stays undefeated, winning it 20-0.
He's only won state championships in his entire high school career. Well, you remember when Shawnee started 0-2? They've won 4 in a row since, and they hit the road to face undefeated Kenton Ridge, and they come out strong. Alec Bennett to Dusty Seelig, and it's Shawnee getting the long touchdown, and they're on offense again. It's third down. Bennett, this time to David Barnett. Looks like it's going to be 14-0, but not so fast.
Oops.
Flag on the play. They wouldn't convert. Then it goes back to Kenton Ridge. Mitchell Schneider passing to Justin Conley, hits the corner, dives over the pylon for the touchdown. Then Schneider passing to Casey Turner, and nothing but daylight in front of him. He is gone. Kenton Ridge, they stay unbeaten, 34-14.
Well, we want you to share your pictures with us from the games you were out, especially with all this rain. Post your pictures on Instagram and Twitter. Use the hashtag FF2245, and your picture or tweet will load automatically to our website in the Football Friday section. Time now for our Meyer Play of the Week here on Football Friday, and it comes from a City League game last night. You don't see this very often. Cameron Red's pass tipped, goes up in the air. Offensive lineman Charlie Macklin catches it, and then he's running like Jeremy Macklin towards the end zone. He scores. Look at that finish, too. Meadowdale would go on to beat Belmont. Welcome back to Football Friday, presented by Donato's Pizza here on Fox 45. I'm Eric Elkin. He is James Ryder. Covington lost its first CCC game in 5 years last week against an undefeated Tri-County North team.
However, again, it's not getting any easier from here. Miami East, they're also undefeated and 5-0 in the conference.
Homecoming at Covington, the Bucks haven't lost back-to-back CCC games in 10 years. Back in 2004, Miami East ball to start. Colton McKinney takes the handoff up the gut. That's a 27-yard run and a first down for Miami East. A few plays later, it's Connor Helliard finding McKinney in the flat for another first down as he gets knocked out of bounds. Vikings keeping it in the air now. Hellier finds Kurt Brower this time after a little bit of maneuvering there in the pocket. Nice little juke after the catch. And then a few plays later, this would all set up a Viking touchdown near the goal line. Who else but McKinney? The score makes it 7-0, and Miami East hands Covington that second straight conference loss, 20-0.
Well, Twin Valley South might be one of the biggest surprises thus far. Off to a 5-0 start, their best in the new millennium, but their opponents are combined 5-25. Tonight they travel to Bethel, and the Panthers, they strike first. Sammy Shockey bouncing off tacklers, finds his way in to put the Twin Valley South Panthers up 7-0. Second quarter, Aaron Deaton blocks the punt. Jacob Bassler, he gets it, takes it back to the house, and it's 14-0. From there, Wes Cole, he's going to the air on this drive, rolling out and connected on the big pickup after the bootleg, and Cole, he's going to go to the air again. It's 3rd and 9, and he hits J.J. Utz for a 38-yard score. Panthers lead 21-0. Twin Valley South improves to 6-0 with a 31-0 win. Well, from there, it's Oakwood. They've lost 5 straight to Eaton, but Riding wins in the last 2 weeks. Lumberjacks look to end that trend. This game, well, it was a defensive battle early. Sloppy conditions not helping it. Eaton punting away, and it rolls all the way inside the 5 and downed at the 1. Tyrell David from there would pin the Lumberjacks at the goal line. And that drive, Oakwood gets out of the shadow of its own end zone. Nathan Irby with a tough catch over the middle. Later, first quarter, still scoreless. Sam Banky booms the 37-yarder through the uprights. Oakwood on top 3-0. Scoring would come later, though. Lumberjacks win 30-7.
Tonight's delivery from Donato's Pizza comes from Doug. It features their recently introduced 2 new fire-roasted pizzas. The authentic old world taste of fire roasting is now being delivered by Donato's Pizza. Order a new fire-roasted chicken and peppers with smoked provolone, chipotle rubbed chicken and peppers, or a new fire-roasted pepperoni sausage pizza that includes provolone cheese, pepperoni, sausage, and Asiago cheese. Your choice for the special price of just $1 more than the price of a one-topping pizza. The taste is fantastic. Both are amazing, but you need to hurry if you haven't tried one yet. The fire-roasted pizzas from Donato's Pizza are only available for a limited time. And why not top off your meal from Donato's with one of their pink ribbon dessert twists? With October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Donato's has introduced their pink ribbon desserts. During the month of October, you can purchase a delicious pink ribbon dessert from Donato's for only $1 and know that 50 cents from each purchase is being donated to the local Breast Cancer Foundation. Doing something good never tasted so sweet, only at Donato's Pizza, where the difference is delicious. And you can win a $50 gift card to Donato's Pizza right now. Just text 2245 football to 45203. The winner will be contacted Monday. For every text you send, win a $5 coupon as well. So text now and win instantly. Once again, our scoreboard is brought to you by Castle Roofing. Time to get you caught up with some more of those scores from around the area here in Week 7. And we start with St. Henry getting a road win 40-20 and Minster edging Fort Recovery 28-23. Some more scores your way. Clinton Massey barely gets the win there 22-19. And Dayton Christian beats Cincinnati Christian 27-8.
Brookville, they shut out Milton Union 34-0 in National Trail. Remember that 0-3 start, leaving it in the dust, 53-19, the win tonight.
Tecumseh falls to Stebbins. That's a surprising result, 35-27. Mechanicsburg also loses to West Liberty Salem 42-38.
Well, Preble Shawnee too much for Dixie, and Roger Bacon 36-21 over Carroll.
Some more scores for you. Tip gets the win over Bell Fountain. Urbana, a 1-point winner in that one.
And looking at Carlisle and Madison, Madison ekes it out by 2, and Fenwick, they win 41-13.
Well, you've been watching Football Friday, brought to you by Donato's Pizza. If you missed anything or want more scores and highlights, we'll be over on ABC 22 at 11:15. For James Ryder, I'm Eric Elkin. We'll see you then.